Hello, my name is George Mitrovic. I'm an author, I'm based in Australia, and I write histories and do research on some of the strangest, most unknown things known. That is a paradox in its own right. Things such as this. What's this, you say? This is the Earth 10,000 years ago. And the big blue dot, the big blue circle, is the Bermuda impact crater. The Bermuda impact crater was an initial collision with a cosmic body. As you get closer, you'll see there are other impact craters. They are smaller. They are fragments of this crater as the Earth turned east after the initial impact. Smaller bits fell until in the end, at the top, there are even smaller bits, plus scatterings of craters here and there. No one gets told about this. You've never read it at university. You've never heard about it in history books. You've never heard about it in geology. You've never heard about it anywhere. Yet, this is what caused the end of the last ice age. Imagine, we have this large cosmic body. It hits the Earth. It hits the Earth in amazing ways. You've seen the major impact. What happened there was the size of the impact hit the surface of the Earth with such heat and such impact, the surface of the Earth melted. The magma came up, and like the milk commercials you see on television, it rose, it rose, it rose, and it froze. It froze into a series of islands called the Bermudas. And around them is this enormous impact crater. And as you head east from them, you get these larger impacts, and then smaller impacts and smaller impacts. So they become like a teardrop. This is a teardrop impact sequence. Relatively unknown up until recently, but now more and more are being found. My book is full of teardrop impacts. Here it is. The comets and meteorites that ended the last ice age. Ended the last ice age with mass extinctions, with massive tidal waves, huge tectonic eruptions, the sudden and horrendous melting of glaciers. One impact alone in Hudson Bay broke the glacial mass over northern North America, over the Great and over and above the Great Lakes region. As this mass broke, as it drifted away, as it slid away at increasing speed, it became tidal waves that roared across the Atlantic, roared across the Pacific. As this happened, because of the impact, the Earth had tilted 28.5 degrees. So what was formerly living in the balmy, temperate plains of Siberia was suddenly moved north to the Arctic and subarctic. This is why the mammoths and mastodons became snap frozen. Became snap frozen in a bog-like mire of water and dirt and trees and shrubs. Trees and shrubs not even existing in the area or climatic zone now. These animals ate half a ton of food a day. Not snow, not ice. Food. They had long lips, like the Indian elephant. They grabbed leaves. They didn't ravage across the surface of the Earth like the African elephant, which does not have long lips. And they've been found with bellyfuls of buttercups and daisies and spring fodder, but not the fodder of the tundra, fodder of the temperate forest. That is the impact from this gigantic impact in the Bermudas that shifted the world. As the ice masses melted, they caused tidal waves. These tidal waves were remembered as the great floods of the past. As they came down what would now be the Mississippi Valley, as they headed west along the Hudson, as they scoured across the Great Plains and Great Lakes of Northwest and Northern America, as they scoured the earth and moved rocks and were in their final destruction. This all happened in a cosmic instant. This all happened in a geological moment. And this isn't what we're told about. This isn't what we're shown. Maybe the old legends were right. I've researched thousands of legends over the years. They're not in this book. I just have lots of impacts. These yellow things represent impacts in Russia 10 to 12,000 years ago. It's not one, it's not two. There are a host of them, fragments from the main impact. We go to another part of Russia, more of them. We go to Europe, more of them. How can science, modern science, in all truth, say that this never happened? These impact craters are everywhere and they're enormous. And there are probably thousands more that haven't been discovered yet. All from this one period. Or as it says on my dust cover, this is a history of the earth that you have never dreamt of. This is a history of the earth that you have never been taught. This is a history of the earth that you never thought possible. This is a history of the greatest series of cataclysms in recent times. This is what happened at the end of the last ice age and changed the face of the earth and the destiny of its life forms forever. This is what you have never been taught at all. Thank you.